You've got to be slightly insane to want to lay in an abandoned morgue. And if I wasn't insane before this, I know I certainly am now. Like most people, you probably haven't heard of Hackettstown, New Jersey. It's a sleepy farm town far from the city and civilization. In 2000, it was, and still remains, the definition of a boring town. It affected everyone, including our police department. They were so bored they put up a terrorist forecast sign and occasionally changed the threat level just to keep the townsfolk on their toes. I assure you, had terrorists bombed our town, there would have been far more livestock casualties than people. So when my friend Steve and I discovered that there was an abandoned asylum not too far from our town, we couldn't resist the urge to explore. God damn, I'm bored.
Dude, did you check out the latest Weird New Jersey? It's crazy, man. Listen to this.
Weird New Jersey was a magazine containing stories about the most weird and allegedly haunted places in the state. But the tales in this particular issue we read were on an abandoned asylum, Greystone. The foundation was as big as the Pentagon, with all buildings connected by a series of underground tunnels, which also doubled as fallout shelters. And at the center of those tunnels lie the asylum's morgue.
Can you believe this fucked up shit, man?
True stories of patient abuse, psychotic maniacs, and potential ghosts. Whoa, dude! The asylum was eventually shut down sometime in the 70s, but the building was still there. Those brave, or rather stupid enough, could sneak inside with the right tools. It's not that far away.
Well, let's go check it out.
Greystone was about a half-hour drive away, so we figured, why not? Dude, this is gonna be so rad.
Definitely take cameras, just in case we see any ghosts, get their picture.
At the time, we didn't really believe in ghosts, but the idea of going to an abandoned asylum sounded exciting to us, so we decided to go. It was still winter, and we figured the cold weather would mean less police patrols, and less of a chance of us getting caught. We made an initial drive-by to scope out the area. It was so much bigger than we had anticipated.
Holy shit, this place is huge.
Large plumes of steam vented up from the grounds as if hellfire was smoldering underneath the building. Check out the steam coming from the ground. After taking a look around, we decided it best to park by some nearby woods and hike in.
Let's play it safe and hoof it.
We grabbed our essential gear from the trunk of Steve's Corolla, 2 mag lights for dark rooms and flares just in case, a 35mm camera, and a cheap digital camera to photograph our adventure, and lastly, a crowbar to ensure our entrance. Alright, I think I got everything, let's go. Sneaking up from behind the woods, we spotted a deer. Its black eyes seemed to focus on us as we walked up to the building.
Get down. Stay low.
Walking through the woods, we saw a building through the trees. As we got closer, we noticed all the doors and windows were boarded up and grated. Luckily, we had anticipated this obstacle.
Alright, man. You ready?
Using the crowbar, I tore a board from the ground level window, exposing a metal grate. With a bit more effort, I was able to pry the gate open. It fell with a thud. Shit! We looked around, making sure nobody heard us. I think we're good. Let's move. I slipped inside the window, followed by Steve.
Whoa, holy shit, man, we're in.
Hell yeah, we did it. I put the crowbar down next to the window, not wanting to lug it around. There was a mix of exhilaration and fear. The building was in terrible shape. Steve called his brother to let someone know we were inside just in case anything happened, but there was no signal.
Fucking Verizon, man. Everywhere we want except here.
Fuck it, man. We'll be alright. Just gotta be cautious. We decided to continue on, completely on our own, without anyone knowing our whereabouts. The first floor was dark because of the boarded windows. The walls were covered in cracked paint, peeling like dead skin hanging from a corpse.
This place is fucking gnarly, man.
We came across a children's ward. The mural on its walls was eerily intact, and a rusted tricycle was left behind. This must have been where they kept the psycho kids. In the hallway of the ward, a piano lay on its side.
I dare you to play it.
Not this shit again. Steve and I would constantly dare each other to do stupid things. The piano keys produced only dissonant and broken notes. Deciding to explore further, we exited the children's ward in search of the staircase to the second level. We spotted an old wheelchair that appeared burnt. The charred metal parts appeared to have a skeletal look to them in the dark. What the fuck happened to this thing?
Seems like someone set it on fire. It looks cool though.
Dude, I think I found the staircase. As we ascended to the second floor, we realized it was just as much of a maze as the first, and not in much better shape.
Well, at least there's a little more light up here.
I think this floor is the hospital level. We weren't expecting all the medical supplies that were left behind. Can you believe all the equipment that's still here?
It's wild they just leave it all behind. What do you suppose those things were used for?
We weren't entirely sure, but we suspected some of the equipment may have been used for various treatments, such as electroshock therapy or lobotomies. I dare you to try some of it out.
Nah, I'm good. You?
No, I'm good. As we continued to explore, we came by an open elevator shaft. Peering over the edge, you can see the fallen elevator resting on the first floor we came up from. Dude, check this out.
Damn, that's a long way down.
Adjacent to the elevator, an open door revealed the service ladder to the upper level, and it seemed like it was in good shape.
What's up here, you suppose?
Dude, I think we can get to the top level. We decided to climb up. The room at the top was like a bird's nest, revealing most of the asylum grounds. Looking outdoors, it was easy to forget the hellscape indoors.
Whoa, what a view!
You really get a sense of the building layout from up here. Exploring the rest of the top floor, we found a working wheelchair.
Dude, I dare you.
Oh, I'll take that dare. I sat down in the wheelchair. Then I started riding around the top floor with it, attempting to pull a few wheelies.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome.
I rode the wheelchair down the hallway, and that's where we saw it, the main stairwell.
Dude, I think that stairwell goes down to the tunnels.
The spiral stairs contained an eerie black hole in its center. It looked like an eye, gazing into us as we looked upon it. Well, there's only one way to find out what's down there. Let's go. Leaving the wheelchair behind, we turned our flashlights on and started our descent into the foreboding, dark abyss.
Dude, do you feel that?
It became increasingly colder as we traveled down the stairs. The air turned stale. Dude, it's fucking freezing down here.
You ain't kidding, man.
When we made it to the tunnel entrance at the bottom of the stairs, we saw the pipes in the ceiling had fallen from their brackets. They hung like spears from above. We had to proceed with extreme caution. Oh shit, watch yourself. As we wandered down the tunnel, we found an open door to a storage room.
Hold up, I want to see what's in here, man.
Inside the room, we discovered boxes of files. Curious, we began to sift through the various boxes until we found it, the patient records.
Holy shit, look at this.
Jackpot. The details were worse than we had imagined. We found instances of violent patients who attacked orderlies and other patients. One patient managed to kill a doctor simply by kicking him in the chest.
Can you believe this? It's so insane.
Fuck it, dude. I'm taking this file. Treating it as if it were some sort of macabre trophy, I stuffed it into my jacket.
Let's check out what else we got down here.
Hell yeah, let's go. We exited the room and continued on deeper into the tunnels, looking for our final objective, the morgue.
Dude, that's kind of crazy you took that shit, dude.
It's proof, man. Proof that we had the nards to come here. Just as I had finished boasting, our flashlights began to flicker. What the fuck is wrong with the lights? The mag lights had a supposed runtime of 13 hours with new batteries. There was no way they could both be dying this soon. Bro, you said these were new batteries.
Dude, they were brand new. You saw me change them.
Panic set in as the lights slowly faded, the tunnel hall enveloping us in its pitch black jaws. I began to experience vertigo. It felt as if the room was spinning. Fuck, this is not good, dude.
I know that, Dan. Shut up. Let's just think.
I fumbled around my jacket pocket for a lighter. Finally feeling it clutched in my fingers, I struck it lit. But a sudden gust blew out the flame. Fuck, that's just fucking great, man.
Wait, I got it.
At that moment, Steve remembered we had packed flares for just such a moment. Placing it into the middle of the room, it filled the tunnel with a bright and radiant light. Oh, thank God. Good thinking, dude.
I got my moment.
As the room illuminated, we saw the strangest thing. 2 ceramic angels down the hallway. Dude, do you see that?
So random. Who would put these here?
As we approached for a closer look, our flashlights both suddenly came back to life. Well, looks like the lights decided to work again on their own. That's fucking weird.
Told you the batteries are brand new. Maybe it was an electrical interference.
Whatever, man. I'm just glad that the lights are working again. Thought we might have to turn back. And we should have. With our flashlights working again, we continued down the tunnels. And then at last we found the door to the morgue. Dude, is that what I think it is?
We found it, dude.
We approached the door. What the fuck? Dude, did you just see someone in there?
Probably just your imagination, man. Ain't nobody down here but us.
We opened the door. Luckily, no one was inside. Or at least, that's what we believed. Must have been my imagination.
Look at this place, man.
The morgue smelled heavy with rot. In the center of the room was a large metal table, designed to embalm the bodies. On the wall were several corpse cabinets.
Dude, this is where they did the embalming.
Sick, man. Check out the morgue cabinets. We walked over to inspect them. The surface of the corpse cabinets shined in the light as if someone had kept the stainless steel polished through the years. Dude, they look like they're in good condition compared to the rest of the place.
I fucking dare you to lay in one, bro. I don't think you got it in you.
I knew I should have resisted this time, but I couldn't. Fuck you, dude. Fine, I'll do it if you go first.
Deal. Push me in.
Steve laid on the metal slab as I pushed him in.
Alright, pull me out.
Hold up, man. I gotta get a picture of this. The ghoulish image was perfect. Steve appeared like a corpse.
Alright, your turn now, dude.
Fuck it. Alright, let's do it. I couldn't back down now. Handing Steve my flashlight, I laid on the table. With the camera in my hands, I was ready to take pictures of the interior. The wheels creaked as Steve pushed the table into the narrow space of the cabinet.
When you go, rest in peace, bro.
Hold up, dude. Don't close the fucking door. Before I could get the words out, the door had slammed shut, and the darkness enveloped me instantly. Funny joke, man. Can you please open the cabinet now? I thought Steve was pulling a prank, trying to see if he could scare me. I yelled out, but I only heard muffled noises from the other side. Then, silence. I yelled at him to open the door. What the fuck, bro? Open the door! The seconds started turning into minutes. Before long, the minutes felt like hours. I wondered why my friend would leave me here like this. He would never do something like this. Not to me. Then I thought perhaps maybe something happened to him. Did someone attack him? I kicked the door in frustration. Still no answer. What the fuck is going on, man? Open the goddamn door! The cabinet felt stifling. Even though it was dark, I could still feel the confined space surrounding me. Then I felt something. Like someone breathing on me, and my body broke out in goose pimples as I felt an icy cold chill invade the cabinet. It was as if somebody turned the refrigerator back on. Oh Christ, what is that? Is someone in here? My frustration quickly turned into fear and panic. My breathing became more and more labored, and I could hear my own heartbeat racing. Okay, Dan, get it together, man. Yeah, it's all in your head, and no one is here. Just one of Steve's stupid pranks. Perhaps one of the dumbest fucking pranks in history. I'm gonna kick your ass when I get out of here. There was only an eerie silence. I started feeling around the darkness for a latch or anything to get me out. Then the thought occurred to me. The camera could at least make a bright enough flash to illuminate the metal cabinet. Maybe, just maybe, I could find a way out. Okay, I feel the power button. I let out a small sigh of relief as I heard the camera turn on. Alright, here we go. There's gotta be some sort of way out of here. The picture brightened the cabinet, but only briefly. So I took another. And that's when I heard it. What the fuck is that? I started feeling a burning pain, like an electric shock arcing from one side of my cranium to the other. The whispers grew louder. If there's someone in here, or something in here, Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit! You let me out! I pressed the camera button once more. For a brief moment, I saw what I thought was a face, grinning menacingly. I could no longer contain my fear. Screaming and thrashing, I kicked the door, and I punched the walls. Suddenly, I heard a loud bang, and a blinding light poured in. The whispers ceased, and I felt myself being pulled. Then I saw the outline of a man standing above me, with a crowbar in his hand.
Whoa, calm down, dude. It's okay. I'm sorry, alright? It was like the wind shut the door and I couldn't get it open. I had to go back and get the crowbar to get you out. What the fuck happened in there, man? Are you okay?
Fuck you. Fuck this fucking place. I wanna fucking leave. Let's fucking go. I was still gripped from the shock of the ordeal. As we left, Steve tried explaining it was never his intention to close the door completely. He claimed a gust of wind had shut the door tight, like a vacuum tube. During the time I spent locked in that seemingly endless nightmare, Steve ventured back through the asylum by himself to retrieve the crowbar. He returned to free me. Whatever, man, let's just go, please.
No worry, man. We're almost out.
As we made our way up the stairs, I felt the heaviness of the file that I had stolen in my jacket. I took it out and dropped it into the tunnel floors. It fell with a thud. Climbing out the window, I could feel myself being cleansed by the open air. Taking in a deep breath, I savored the freshness of it with a newfound appreciation. We made our way back to the car, passing a deer carcass along the way. Seeing death face to face, I was more thankful than ever to be alive.
There's the car.
Thank God. Thank God we fucking made it. As we drove away, I tried my best not to think about it. But ever since then, sometimes at night, in my sleep, I can still hear the whispers calling me back to the morgue.